everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Purple Elf from Gaming here, and today we're playing some more Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense, and today we're doing a little bit of an interesting idea I have. We are making our own semi-custom tower using trinkets and weapons, so it's not that crazy. But I'm going to call this creation the Elemental Tower. So we have Sam because, well, Sam has quite a variety of abilities. She has fire, she can have ice, lightning, I don't know what to call this, plasma, magic, energy, whatever you want to call it, portals, meteors. She has a variety of abilities, skills. And we gave her, this is what the idea centralized. So I saw this trinket, it looked really cool. I'm like, I have to do something about this. The elemental staff. First off, just read the description. A powerful elemental staff from a far-off land can freeze, glue, or burn balloons. Sounds pretty cool. Plus, the image looks incredible. But basically, you read the description. It can freeze, set on fire, or glue any balloon in the game, which is pretty cool. It's just a cool effect. I picked this wand, the Wizard Lord wand, because it adds a tornado attack, which sounds pretty cool. Beyond that, we have some other things. I just find it interesting. So we have this trinket, Freeze Potion A, 20% increase to freeze balloons for 2 seconds. Gives frozen popping power and 20% chance to freeze balloons for 1 second. Then we have gives frozen popping and 30% chance to freeze balloons for 1 second. So look at that. So we have 30%, 20%, 20%. That is a 70% chance to freeze balloons. Just add it on to anyone. That's not even including the elemental staff. If I had to guess, could be wrong, but if it's a 33% chance, which would make sense to me, then we have a 100% chance to freeze. That's pretty interesting, using 4 trinkets to give any tower freezing. Though I guess you can give any tower with, or not any tower, but a variety of towers, glue/bubblegum for 1 trinket, and also increases their attack speed, so maybe not quite as good as I thought, but still cool. So yeah, we have our elemental tower. The other ones aren't that interesting. I added these wings because they were cool, and wings, somewhat elemental, wind. And then we have the stopwatch because it increases all of these effects by 5%, which I love how it says effect duration, bubblegum, ice, etc. There's others. There's fire. You couldn't have bothered listing the final ingredient. And then we have one ally we're going to equip for slightly better buffs. We have So I'm not going to do other support allies, but I am going to do the Fire King because he increases fire damage. So yeah, that's cool. I was debating what tower to do this with. I was tempted to do it with Max or someone like that. I feel like that would have been cool, but I decided against it. So this isn't going to be very powerful, so I'm going to do this on a fairly mediocre to weak map. And then, by the way, going on with this, I'm probably going to do the Almighty Ring Challenge or whatever soon. I don't know, we might take a break. A lot of you guys have been asking for various things, which I do really appreciate the suggestions. Recently I've had quite a few ideas, but there are definitely times where I'm very much so running out of ideas, so I do appreciate them. What's something that's hard, but we kind of have to do it on Wizards Royale, but then we lose a trinket. What map makes me think elemental? Which map to pick, which map to pick, which map to pick. You know what? I feel like we should do Lumpy Space. I feel like we don't do it very much. What's the most magical place? Space. Let's go to the float. Is the map literally called Floating? Is it actually called Floating? I have to look at this for real. Its name is literally Floating. Ghost is one of the, hard mode? Let's do hard mode. Honestly, this tower is complete garbage. There was no significant upgrades. Besides, it's not that much better than a base Sam, so yeah. Alright, I still have all the power slowdown. That video was such a failure. Not in terms of people didn't watch it, just what happened there was such a failure. That looks so cool. Between the wings, the tornadoes. Nothing's actually getting an effect because we're not actually hitting it with our basic attack, but still cool. Yeah, this looks like an elemental tower. So this is my idea. Yeah, we have like our wind. This is our elemental tower. It shoots tornadoes, has wing blasts, magic beams. Add a fireball in there. That's pretty good. But I don't see any. I guess it's because anything we touch gets popped instantly. Like you do see fire, though it's probably from the fireball. There we go. Now that there's blue balloons, they're getting frozen, glued, set on fire. I do like that you can actually have all 3 effects at the same time. So you can have a balloon that's set on fire, glued, and frozen all at the same time, which is pretty cool. Obviously, as I mentioned, ice chance is likely way higher than anything else, but yeah, elemental staffs, and then the knockbacks will help against any non-mode class balloon. So really, this tower thrives against, like, ceramics and hundreds of ceramics. So come to think of it, testing around 70 74? I think it's 74. Would have actually been a really cool round because there's no mobs that round. But it's like, obviously, it's the second last round. It's a pretty difficult round considering there's no mobs, which I have a feeling this tower is not going to do very well against. The elemental tower, it's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, I think it would be fun. We'll see how well it goes. I'm hoping, I have fairly high hopes, but obviously we have to wait and see. In terms of path, I have option for both, whether we go fire or ice path. Since we already have so much ice, I'm probably gonna go fire path with Flame Princess. Because, well, we have like 3 ice trinkets and no fire ones. Too bad we couldn't have gotten the bubblegum one, but to be fair, that gives 100% chance for bubblegum. And then literally the only purpose of the elemental staff would have been for freeze, which is a little boring, but what can you do? I still love those wings. I've only used them, this is the second time using them. They look epic. They're not that helpful. The knockback's nice, I guess, but it's not that good. But the tower just looks incredible with the wings. Like, Sam's also a fairly plain looking tower. There's nothing crazy going on, which makes it so much perfect carrying the staff and the wings and tornadoes, beams, fireballs. Like, you can totally see them coming up. This is kind of like the classic wizard from BDD 5 and I guess anything before that, / similar time as well. Because the wizard had tornadoes instead of, instead of the new, like, Archmage and that stuff path. It had fire / Phoenix and tornadoes. It was pretty cool. I don't think the tornadoes were actually quite as good as this, but oh, this is gonna be so painful. I'm just realizing this now. We're stalling balloons. The tornadoes don't do damage, and neither do the wings. Oh no, we're gonna be here for ages. This is never gonna end. We're just knocking back balloons, and then there's the freeze, and the glue, and this is just a massive stall. Everything this tower does is just sending the balloons backwards, making them come back slower, or keeping them from coming back at all. I guess the freezes don't last that long. I don't know. This is a little ridiculous. A little ridiculous indeed. Straight lines, man. Straight lines in these tower defense games are just ridiculous. This isn't like a tower that has high pierce. It shoots a laser beam, obviously. Why do I keep referring to Sam as an it? Well, because I guess I'm calling it the elemental tower, so sure, it, the elemental tower. Like, it shoots a laser beam, among, obviously, other things at this point, so it's not like the laser beam will shoot through balloons. It has pierce, but it doesn't shoot through them, it just has, like, an area of effect. But still doing very well. I guess the tornado definitely thrives on a map like this. I do find it cool how they show the track. It's just like a moving, like, wind lines. I assume it's meant to be, like, wind or something like that. I guess I don't really know. Like, this is space, after all, with the weird lumpy island things. They're clearly not really affected by gravity very much, so who knows? They are magical, I suppose. Plus, I don't even know if gravity's a thing in Bloons Adventure, or not in Bloons, in Adventure Time, so I don't know. I'm not even going to try to answer those questions. I probably wouldn't know what to say or anything about them. You know what? I don't think I'm actually going to go fire or ice, because I kind of like the base laser beam, having that in there. I think that's pretty cool. Let's go with some lightning. This is cool, because we do have all tower types except purple balloons. We don't have purple balloons. Dang it, that's not good. So much for being good against round 74. That also has a ridiculous amount of purple balloons. Yeah, this isn't good. Can the lightning? Lightning, maybe? Maybe the wings? I don't think the wings are going to do damage, though. That's the issue. Fire definitely wouldn't work. I guess Frozen I don't think does damage. I don't think it's like Ice King. We may have a problem with purple balloons, but haven't purple balloons already come out, or do they come out? We'll see. When the first purple balloons come out, we're only playing on hard mode, thankfully, because the tower's not that strong. So we do have lives for once, which is also good, because back on the power challenge, I spent all my coins. I don't think I can afford to continue right now, which really sucks. And this tower, these are white balloons. This should be doing better. I do still like the blue, ice, and fire. It's not quite as cool as I was expecting, but I do still like this combo of trinkets and weapons. Makes for a pretty interesting tower. I definitely would consider it quite elemental. But yeah, I guess regens are also kind of a big flaw. I mean, we're doing okay with them, but this could totally create a regen farm. Okay, purple balloons. Infinites, they died. What killed them is the question. Is it lightning or firewall? In BT6, like in the other tower defense games, fireballs, because they're somewhat explosive, like they're explosive power, but not the actual hit themselves, can pop it can pop purple balloons, so maybe that's what's doing it. Or the lightning does, which will make a ton of sense, but I wouldn't be that surprised. Or maybe the wings or tornado do damage, but maybe it's only like if they're close. I could see the wings doing damage, because they have the blowback, but they also have this like area effect wind of the wings just like slashing things. So maybe that ring does damage. It also looks epic. I love these wings. They look so cool. Very, very, very cool. But yeah, what do you think about doing the Almighty Ring Challenge? I did look through. Pretty sure there is like nearly 10 rings. Obviously, some of them aren't that cool. They're like the graveyard ring or whatever, which aren't as important. But I think there might actually be more rings than I have towers for, so that's interesting. Also, let me know, when I do that challenge, what tower should I choose? Should I do Ice King, Super Monkey, Max? I feel like doing a monkey because I like the monkeys because they sort of fit well for this. I'm tempted to do Psy because, I don't know, Psy gives me the feeling of like this. Because the villain, who I still don't remember his name, the Iron Man villain, which is like, when I say Mand, I want to think of Mandalorian, but that's not what it is. Mandarin, it's the Mandarin. Mandarin? Is that his name? I want to say that's his name. I know that's the name of other things and food and places and all that stuff, but pretty sure the villain's name is Mandarin. No, that seems wrong. I don't know. Hopefully some of you know what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about. It's something similar to Mandarin. I don't think it's that exactly, because that would be a little weird and a very interesting choice by Marvel, but whatever his name is, with the 10 rings of power, he, like, Psy just has that similar appeal, because he sort of seems like a ninja type thing to me, samurai, so that's why I'm thinking Psy. But let me know, do you be like, hey, you should use Marceline, she's a vampire, that's cool, I don't know. They're rings, they could be equipped to anyone, I think. I don't think they have any requirements. So, yeah, I don't really care that much. I think we're gonna go for our good old friend, Flame King, Fire King, Flame King, Fire King, Flame King, Fire King, Flame King, Fire King. Do we see his name? Flame King! What do you know? I was correct by the 5th time. So I guess we have this dude too. He's helping out with his angry face and his angry eyes and his angry everything about him. He doesn't look very happy. I do like his fire crown though. Pretty cool. So is Flame Princess, I'm a little curious because I don't really know the lore too much. I remember there was a Flame King. Obviously I do sort of know him. Flame Princess, is she his daughter or is she his like rival to the throne? I'm pretty sure she's like his rival to the throne, but she might be his daughter. I honestly don't remember, although I guess both. It could be both too. I don't know, I forget. Also, this is where the ice looks epic. These, when there's just tons of balloons. This is why this tower is cool. This is why I want to do this tower. It's cool looking, let's just face it. I think I'm going to go for the upgrades before I go for Meteor Storm too, because although Meteor Storm's cool, and could totally carry us against mobs if mobs prove to be challenging, and what do you know, the tower already failed and had to get saved by the Flame King. He didn't do much, obviously 6 pops. We could have just tanked that, but still, not that good. Not a good sign. Can we not even beat hard mode? I was hoping we'd at least be able to beat hard mode. This tower doesn't seem that bad. It's still cool. It still has some good trinkets. Still a high level sim with pretty good upgrades. I figured it would do pretty good. Maybe I was wrong. But yeah, Sam totally is the perfect tower for this because she has such a variety of attacks, all magical based, but like the fire and the lightning and I don't know. I don't know exactly what elements I would say this tower has. I mean, obviously I guess there's fire, ice, and gum. Slash slow gum. I guess just call it gum. We also have portals, we have magic beams, we have wings slash wind. Camo blue, that sucks. We have tornado, so yeah, definitely wind-ish things. Storm, I guess, because of the lightning. We have the meteors, obviously. I don't know what you want to call that. That. I guess that could fall under storm. It is a meteor storm after all. Who knows? So, I mean, for now, I'm just gonna make it simple. We're gonna call it. She has the it. I'm gonna go back to it because it's the elemental tower. Elemental tower has. Oh, we're totally losing soon. Oh, infinite regen farm. No. I can't continue, right? I don't have any coins. Yeah, 58 still. Well, that was interesting. I was sort of expecting a little bit better than that. So part of me is worried now, well, that didn't take very long. I bet, like, this video was, like, 2 minutes long. And then I remember, we died to a regen farm. I have never died to a regen farm ever in this game. Literally never happened. Not even in the early game when I first started off. never died to a regen farm. Something tells me this tower definitely did what I thought, and definitely stalled the balloons a lot. So yeah, unfortunately, Rego Bloons, this tower is not the best against it. So just one more quick look in case you're curious. These are the trinkets and weapons setup I have. Level 7 Sam, in case you're curious. But yeah, Elemental Tower, what do you think? Is there something you would have done differently? Am I missing a very obvious trinket? I did look fairly hard. But yeah, for the rings thing, like there's these two. Actually, there's a couple more. Let's go to the collection for a second, just to show you what the rings thing will be, because I feel like that's probably going to be coming soon. Not necessarily next time, but soon. We have the Ring of Range, Ring of Pierce, Ring of Speed, which I know exists now, but I'm missing it, so I actually have to spend my shards on uncommon. I spent 3,000 shards, didn't get one of these. That was sad. Chill, Strength, I know there's some more here. There's at least one more ring here, isn't there? I thought there was. Grave Ring. Powering of Poison. Obviously, the power rings are slightly different, but I'd probably just do all rings to make it simpler. The other rings aren't that good. Powering of Damage. Then I think we have Epic one. Oh, not Epic, Super. I want to call it Epic because I'm used to calling a yellow Legendary, but obviously it's not. Okay, is this pointless? I probably should have just exited it now. What's the next Super Rare? There's the, wait, I'm still missing one of these, right? The Trident. Yeah, that's weird that I'm still missing that. What was the final one here? We have, well, I think it's the final one. We have, I really should have just came out of here. It is here. It's going to show up, right? I know for a fact. It's like the Ice Ring, the Cursed Ice Ring, right? That does exist. There we go. Cursed Ice Ring. That's it, right? I'm not missing. There's no epic ones. But there really was near the end. Yeah, so that's the rings. So I'm probably going to do that challenge soon. I still am a little undecided on which tower to use, so let me know. Do you think Sai is a good idea, or do you think I should go for someone else? Let me know your opinion. But you know what? Thank you all for watching. If you're still here, you probably enjoyed, so consider giving the video a like. Subscribe, join the Purple Elephant Squad. It makes my day. It's super nice, and I really do appreciate it. We're getting pretty close to 1,000. It's the month's goal. It's definitely still doable, but it won't be easy, so it is up to you guys. Good luck. If you're new here, you have the power. But you know what? Have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye!